In the years that I've been making these videos, one of the top questions is on details of my calisthenics garden gym. It's nearly 5 years old and through the snow, rain and sunshine shows no sign of deteriorating. So today I'll be going through the specs of the pride of my home gym, including materials, things to watch out for if you're building your own calisthenics gym, and things that I would do differently if I was going to start from scratch again today. But first of all, just a quick mention on why the alternatives was not an option for me. We've all seen the ads from pull-up bars that are less permanent and don't require your partner to agree to you digging up your garden. And these were a consideration for me, but I ended up just discounting them as an option. I've never used one of these portable pull-up bars and felt the same level of sturdiness as one that's more permanent. And for the skills I wanted to learn, I knew I needed to put a lot of trust in the bar. We've all laughed at those doorway pull-up bar fails, but real talk, equipment failure mid-back lever could be the end of your shoulder. And I just didn't want to take that chance. It's actually the reason why, despite some absolutely crazy offers, I've never done ads on this channel for those sort of pieces of equipment just because I would never use them. Just a quick honorable mention to the bars that you can drill into a wall. I've used a fair few of these in my time, but with the back of my house being mostly glass, there just wasn't anywhere to put one of these. And I figured if I was going to go for some pull-up bars, I'd go for some dip bars as well. In terms of the specs of my calisthenics gym, the footprint takes up 2.3 by 2 meters, so a considerable space in a garden as small as mine. But with a sensible colour choice, it won't be too imposing and dominate the garden space. The pull-up bars stand at 2.6 meters tall. The main reason for this was that I wanted a bar high enough so that when I hung from it, my feet wouldn't touch the floor. The dip bars sit at 1.3 meters high, but the most important thing with dip bars is the width. Too wide dip bars and you end up putting unnecessary strain on the passive structures of your shoulder and exercises just feel jarring. My dip bars are 660mm wide and that is perfect for me to do dips. And my wife, who has also recently started bodyweight training, finds this width more comfortable as well. The bars themselves are 33mm in diameter and are stainless steel and powder coated in this green colour, which not only offers better grip in the colder winter months, but protects the metal from the elements just generally as well. The soil in my garden is very clayey and holds a lot of water, and the British weather generally doesn't help this. So it was very important for me that the wood choice for my calisthenics garden gym had longevity in mind. It really wouldn't do to build this thing and have wood rot take this thing out while I'm mid-muscle up. The wood is pine and 5 by 5 inches, pine being a relatively cheap wood compared to something as expensive as, say, oak. But pine still has a lot of great strength and durability qualities. Each post sits 1 meter in the ground in a bed of concrete to ensure stability, and at the grass line, each post has a protective layer called a post saber added to them, just as an extra measure to prevent rot where the moisture is greatest. If I was to start over, the only change I'd really make would be to level the ground at the part underneath the pull-up bar itself, and that's just because my garden sits on a slight incline and it means that the hand position is always a little bit awkward for exercises like band-assisted planche holds or any handstand work that I'd want to use a band for. In terms of maintenance, the only thing I really have to do is stain the wood once a year just before winter, and that's just because the weather needs to be dry enough so that the treatment bonds to the wood, but late enough into summer so that the lacquer is still doing its job during the really harsh winter months. And that's all the uptake it needs. Had I known I was going to be starting a YouTube channel about calisthenics fitness when these bars were going up, I would have recorded the whole thing, but unfortunately, I didn't have that sort of forward thinking. But crowd, let me know down in the comment section what your ideal calisthenics setup would look like. And if you want to see what other equipment I use to train, then check this video out right here.